Hello, friends. Come on in, make yourself at home and comfy. I hope you are warm wherever you are. It is cold, cold, cold here. Indeed. Let's see. I started to go live, and it's funny because my friend Michelle and I were just talking today that Facebook has changed once again how we put things in when we go live. And sure enough, when I went to do it, it looked different again. So there we go. Okay. Come on in. I hope you're warm. It's just crazy weather. Can you believe it? All that snow in Florida, and it's, single digits here. I mean, what in the world? But at least I can be in the studio stamping and be warm. So, alrighty. There we go. Now I can see. So come on in and say hello if you are here. I'm so happy to be with you tonight. I hope that you are in the mood for some fun springy project because, or some springy product, I should say. We're going to do some stamping with a new designer paper that coordinates with a new scrapbooking kit, and I'm going to show you a really cool fun fold that I love that I haven't pulled out in a long time. So I hope you'll hang around with me. Let's see, what? Oh, don't forget, Celebration is still going on. So for every $60 you spend, you can choose an item out of the Celebration catalog. And there are lots of goodies in here that are really, really good. I have, I think I've chosen most everything because I loved them all. I love these new stamp sets they came out with. These are they're called, they're for scrapbooking, but they are perfect for all kinds of home decor and lots of different things. But this one's called Documenting the Day. I love that one. But there's a new kit in here you can choose. There's this gorgeous new paper. We used this once before. This is that fruit salad paper, which I love. We used that last week on our French fries card. And we used the back of the bananas paper, so go figure. It's good for all kinds of things. And then we've got that gorgeous little Friendly Seagulls set, another Day to Celebrate set, and that Starstruck embossing folder. Now this one is one that I'm using a ton. Used it a lot in my class this past weekend. We had a stamp a stack this last weekend at the firehouse. The ladies made 16 cards each, and we used this embossing folder a couple of times. So really, really fun. Other designer paper here that coordinates with those toadstools and this gorgeous Fresh Freesia seam binding. I think I've used that with you before. And the Pick a Season stamp set. Now, as you go on back through the catalog, there are a couple others with a $60 purchase. And then there's our products that are good to choose if you are purchasing over $120 worth. This is one of my favorites. I was playing with this today also. This is a heart-shaped stamp set and dies. Love, 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 love that bundle. So if you spend $120 or more, you can pick that bundle for free, and it is gorgeous. It goes with all sorts of designer paper too. I've seen lots done with this one. I haven't played with this one yet. It's called Corner in Bloom. It's a really neat little, kind of a decorative corner. You can go in and color. You can do all kinds of things with it, but it's good for cards or home decor. And then in the back, there's a couple of pages on the kit that's offer that's going on right now for joining Stampin' Up! And getting your discount. So when we've talked about it before, when you join my team, you can get a discount of 20 to 25% off all your orders, and during celebration you can pick your starter kit. You can choose $125 worth of product. You pay $99, but you get one of 2 extra options during celebration. You can choose 2 of the marker sets that we have. So we have 4 or 5 color families, but you can choose 2 of the marker sets of your choice. And that will come with this really pretty stamp set that you can color. Or you can choose an additional $30 in free product, so anything you'd like. So it's a really, really great deal. So if you would like more info on that, please don't hesitate to ask. Message me. I would love to tell you all about it. If you have any questions, I'm here to help you. All right, so one thing that I have been working on, and I talked about in the fall a lot, was our scrapbooking kits. And we have some new ones that came out. This is the January 25 catalog. And there are lots of different options in here. And one thing that's great about these is they come with our 2-tone cardstock that's 12 by 12 right now. And eventually we're going to have all of the Stampin' Up! Colors in our 2-tone cardstock. And this is really a cool effect to have on your cards and all your home decor, all that. So check that out when you are looking through the catalog. So there's several different kits that are new in here. This Wildflower Celebration. These are, it has a lot of birthdays in there. We used this past weekend also. Let me see if I can find that card. Those cards actually real quick. The ladies made 4 cards with 4 different bundles, and it was really cool to pull out all those parts and pieces and see what was on there. So this was one of them we made using some of these little punch outs down here. Oh, hi Debbie Colby. I just saw you. Hi. So this one was a fun fold that we did with the Wildflower Celebrations designer paper. And I just punched out some of the little cutouts that they have on here and put them on here, and it made a gorgeous little double Z fold card. Isn't that cute? So they got to make that, and 3 other cards with this particular bundle. Then we have Wildflower Celebrations back here, which is really, really pretty. These flowers and things on here are gorgeous. These come in that kit also with the birthday stuff. You'll notice you have the tiered birthday cakes and things, but this stamp set is another one that coordinates with it. It has a larger sentiment that you can use for scrapbooking, memory keeping, or other home decor things. Storybook Life is one that kind of has that Peter Rabbit, Beatrix Potter look to it. It's gorgeous in person, I will tell you. This is going to be a really hot ticket item, I think, in a couple of months when we start getting ready for Easter, Mother's Day, lots of baby showers, things like that. It's really, really a pretty one, especially for Easter. We've got a new Storybook Life Easter set. Well, a set in there you can use for Easter, obviously. We have spring, big smiles, fun, sunny days. So really, really good sentiments to have on hand. But this is the one I'm going to be using the paper from tonight. It's the Meant to Be. Now, I don't know if you remember or not, but we had in our last catalog, we had the Be My Valentine stamp set and punch bundle. Here is stamp set. Here's what the punch looks like right here. So it will punch out the body, the wings, and this little heart right here. If you stamp your little antenna on there, you can punch it out with that heart, or you can fussy cut it out, but it'll also punch out regular hearts for you too. But this bundle was available before, and it carried over into our new catalog. So what they did when they were coming up with new scrapbooking kits, Meant to Be was one that just came right to the top of the list because it was so popular. But what they did was they came up with some designer paper that's like the others that we had, but they changed the color palette. This one has some Petunia Pop in it, that really pretty purplish pink color, some Pool Party in there, and then of course our bees. And it comes in 12 by 12 sheets. So you get a plaid also on the back of that one. Then I love this, these little honey jars. This is so stinking cute. I love this for gifts and 3D items, but it's also good for cards. Really, really cute. And on the back of that one, you've got some old olive on there with some swirls. Really nice all occasion paper on there. Then another little bee pattern with smaller bees on there with the little hearts. So stinking cute. And on the back of that one, we have some pretty in pink with the Petunia Pop hearts on it. Really cute. Some florals there. And on the back, you've got a nice stripe on there. This reminds me of an ice cream shop or a confectionery or something. Really, really pretty. Kind of a boardwalk kind of feel. Another bee pattern. Now this has the larger leaves and flowers on it with hearts. That's really cute. And then we have a beehive with the old olive. And then the last is the small little bees, kind of a little less covered there. And then on the back of that one, oh, did I do it already? Oh, I did do it already. I did the heart, but I didn't do the other side of it. So this is the back of that hearts with the pretty in pink. So that's the paper we're going to be using tonight, but we're going to do a fun fold card tonight. And it's one of my favorites. So just check it out. The Meant to Be scrapbooking workshop kit is in the is on my website. It's under scrapbooking. It's also under kits. So if you go in and look under kits, you'll see it there. But you can get the paper comes with it. And then you can also order it separate if you would like this, the paper separate and the designer paper separate also. And there's actually this new Meant to Be stamp set with the honeycomb dies that you can get also that coordinate. So it's really kind of expanded on that whole suite now. So really, really pretty. So let me show you this fun fold. Here is my card. So this is kind of a flip card. It is a flip card, I guess. You'll see I put the little bee here on the front, and then when you open it, it opens like this. Isn't that cute? I love these springy colors. It's just so happy, especially on these dreary cold days. Now, these little sequin on here, these are one of the freebies from Celebration that you can choose. And I use some of those on there to add a little bit of sparkle. And I added a little bit of Wink of Stella to the bee's wings, of course, because wings need sparkle. And then some of that Pool Party ribbon, grow green ribbon. All right, so let me show you how to make it. You're going to need a piece of cardstock. This is Petunia Pop, and this one's 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the center at 4 1/4. And then you'll need a piece of, I use designer paper for the front of mine. This is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. Now you could go in and use something like a piece of cardstock that you stamp on and make your own designer paper. You could go and emboss some cardstock and put it on here, whatever you choose. But I wanted to make sure I was highlighting this bee pattern in this card. So I'm going to put this one on, and I want to make sure when I adhere it, I'm only going to adhere the outside edges. And I'll show you why in just a second. This one's almost gone. These guys have been getting a workout this week. So I'm only doing the outside edges. So we'll put this on here, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to fold that in the center line and give it a little press with my bone folder. Then I will open it back up. All right, I need my circle dies to use with this, and I'm going to be using the Stylish Shapes dies. And oops, one of them fell off. The Stylish Shapes dies, and I'm going to be using the largest circle. Oh, okay, you can go later. I'm going to be using the largest circle here. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'll show you what we're going to do. There we go. All right, so you're going to need a clear plate first, and then your card, and I'm going to be cutting through both layers at the same time. Okay, I know that this die can do that, so I'm going to be doing it at the same time. And I want to leave a little extra room at the bottom for my sentiment and my bow on this one. So I want to have kind of equal amounts of space on the left and right and the top on this, so that it will give me that extra space at the bottom. So we'll put this up here like so. I'm going to use a little piece of Post-it tape up here to hold it. Another clear plate, and we'll run it through. Now I ran it through one way, and I'm going to bring it back the other way just because I'm doing 2 layers. This one off. Now you'll remember I only adhered around the edges, and that's because I wanted these two to be separate so that I can use them again. And I'm going to use, you'll see what I'm doing on this card. So I can use either side of the designer paper, and I can use my circle out of the Petunia Pop. So that's that. Now, I used the second largest circle and die cut another stitched circle out of basic black. That's going to highlight the focal image on the front of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this on the front circle here. Oh, don't lose it. There we go. I'm going to set that aside. All right, so let's go ahead and do the inside piece of our card. So I have a piece of basic white, and this one measures 8 by 5, and we are going to score it. Right about here. We're going to score 8 by 5 piece of basic white on the long edge at 2, at 3.5, and at 5.5. So 2, 3.5, and 5.5. All right, now I'm going to start over here on the left-hand side with these 3 score marks, and I'm going to do 2 of them as mountain folds. You see that? So these 2 are going to go up like that. We have 2 mountains there. And this one over here is going to be a valley fold. We'll fold that back on itself like so. Okay, so you're going to get a piece that looks like this. Got it? All right. Now, I want to adhere this to the inside of my card. So if you fold on this valley fold here, fold it over and place it on the inside of the card here, you'll be able to kind of do just a general eyeball. Check it out. Looks pretty good there, huh? I love that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to adhere this piece down to my card. Oop, I must have had my finger there on the back. I'm going to adhere this. Turn this so I can use my right hand. And I adhere that there. Okay, so we have that all ready to go. And then I'm going to close the front of my card, and I'm going to, when I go to adhere my circle, you see this score line in the middle. I don't want to cross it towards the left side with adhesive, because this is going to be adhered only on the right hand side. So when I open it, it's going to give us that fun surprise fold when you open it. See, like so. Okay, so I don't want any adhesive back here on my circle or on this piece right here. Okay, but what I do want to do is I want some adhesive behind here, just on these three sides. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive there to hold it in place so it will pull. But okay, last week Milo barked at the door. Now he's dreaming, chasing something in my office. I can't win with him. All right, so I don't want to go past this line. So I'm just going to go across the top, and I'm going to be very purposeful about where I put it, because I don't want to go down into where that circle is. Okay, and then I'm going to come down this edge. Oh, that one's out. Next. There we go. I'm going to come down this edge, down to the bottom, and then I'll go across the bottom just to that score line and stop. Okay, and then see how this circle comes down a little bit here. I have a little bit of room to put some here also, just over to that score line. Okay, I'm not going up into that area, and I'm not going past this line. So once I have that on there, I will close my card, give it a press, like so. Okay, and then when you open, you get that little fancy fold. All right, now we can go ahead and adhere our circle here on the front, because we're going to put some adhesive just on this side of the score line this time. So let's go in and put some here. Like that. Give it a press. That. And then when we open, we get that little fold with our circle. All right, cool. So far, so good. All right, so let's do our image for the front. And because I'm doing photopolymer, I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat to get a nice coverage on there. And we're going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black, and we're going to use some Daffodil Delight, of course, great bee colors, and we're going to use some Pool Party for the wing, and some of that Petunia Pop for the little hearts to decorate around. Now you'll notice here on this circle, This is a 2 3/8 inch circle punch that I punched this with. So it fits perfectly in that second to largest stitch circle there on the Stylish Shapes dies. Now, you'll notice how I brought him down, I did give her eyelashes. Isn't she cute? I did bring her down towards the bottom a little more because I wanted to get the majority of her wings on there. Okay, it's okay if they go off the top a little bit, but I do like to get the majority of them on there. So I'm going to keep that in mind when we stamp the bee's body down here. Oop. This is Daffodil Delight. There. If you don't have a Stampin' Pierce mat, you need one because it makes all the difference in the world. Ask me how I know. I've done it both ways. All right, we're going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black and some, I got a little bit on there, edge. There we go. We're going to use that for the stripes and the little stinger on the bee. Make sure it's inked really well. And then to get right over top of it to see. You want to make sure you get the stinger close enough to the body and give it a press like that. Yay! All right. Now in the stamp set, you have several choices for faces. And the one that I chose is the little smiley face right here. So my smiley face, I'm going to go over towards the edge on the front, like so. And then I have the antenna right there. Those are going to go up here, like so. All right, now we need our wings. So we got some Pool Party ink. Hi, Dawn. It's so good to see you. So I'm going to do my wings in Pool Party. So I'm going to just ink that up. And like I said, if you get right to the top of the circle, totally cool. No pressure. Like that. And then I'm going to do the outline over top of it in Pool Party. And it actually works quite nicely. Right about there. Yeah. Isn't it just the cutest? Okay, so I took my handy dandy pen. You guys know how I love my little pens. And I just did a couple of little eyelashes on her off to the side. Make her a little fancy. She's so cute. All right, then we're going to take some Petunia Pop and some hearts. Let's see, where did my heart come from? Here it is. I'm going to do a couple of hearts on the front. Like that. All right. And once we have that, gotta add a little glitter to the wings. Because wings don't work. They don't have glitter. At least that's what I was told. There we go. So a little bit of Wink of Stella on there. There we go. And this will get popped up on top. And I'm sure you have done this one, Fold. I would bet money on it. I do a lot of punch art. I'm not as well versed in fun folds. There we go. All right, so this is going to go with that little bit of a border of that black stitched circle around, so it will make it stand out. Whoops, come on, scoot over. There you go. All right, now let's do a little sentiment on the front. So I'm going to do a little Be Mine in black. Don't you love how all the colors coordinate? I mean, you don't even have to think about it. I just picked up the ones that go with the paper and boom, I'm ready to roll. Be mine. Oh, thank you, Dawn. And then I'm just going to trim this out a little bit, make it a little fancy. Like so. And we're going to pop it up. I mean, why not? Dimensionals make everything better. Oh, I took my rings off. I wonder why my hand looks so weird. I took my rings off earlier when I was putting lotion on. I forgot to put it back on. All right, I'm going to pop this one over here to the right a little bit. I hate to cover up that little bee. Oh well, there's plenty of them, I guess. There's that one. And let's do a little bow out of the gorgeous Pool Party Grosgrain. And you can make your bow as big or small as you'd like. I see them done all different ways. It's funny. It's personal preference. I keep sneezing. I do have a man cold in the house. Mike's been home today with the man cold. I shouldn't laugh. He has a fever, so he really is sick. But I always tease him. He's actually a really good patient. So, all right, here's a little bow, and trim my ends off there. And then we'll put our mini glue dot here on the back. I'm gonna tuck it just a little bit if I can get it. Not much. Whoop, I dropped them. Not here. Well, it's gonna go right there on top of it then. There we go. Then you can zhuzh it. Ta-da! Oh, I gotta do the inside. So we're gonna do Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. Now don't forget, if you are watching on replay, type replay. I know a lot of you watched on replay last week. So if you share, don't forget, if you share, you go in the drawing to win this week's card, and I will send it to you. So thank you for sharing. Ta-da! All right. Voila. So that, oh, I forgot the gems. Can't forget the gems. Never, never. So I told you these little guys are free with Celebration this month. We talked about that earlier, but these are part of that amazingness. So I'm gonna put 3 of these, sprinkle them on the front. I'll put 2 up there, and 1 down here. Now we're done. Phew. All right. There's our little fun fold with our little bee. Happy Valentine's Day. I love this paper. It is so beautiful. All right, peeps, that is it for tonight. Don't forget this month's host code when you're placing your order. Remember, you're gonna, for orders of $40 or more, you'll get that free tutorial bundle as a gift from me with stinking cute projects from the Creativity Files. And also, don't forget to share, and I will put your name in the drawing to win this card. All right. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will be back with you next week. And until then, I hope you stay warm, first of all. But until then, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Good night, friends.